What is up? Poof. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hope everybody's doing great. I'm doing fucking awesome. Guess what just came out earlier this week? Cyberpunk 2077, new gameplay trailer, new pathway, like life story progression pathway details, new details on weapons and things that we can use in game to kill people, fight motherfuckers, new details on the cybernetics that we're going to have access to and what we're going to be able to do with V, the main character, new details on everything from slags to fucking chumbas. We got new details on everything. So I'm excited. I'm ready to watch this trailer. But enough about me. How's everybody doing? How's chat doing? Great, I hope. Hope it's going awesome. And thanks for asking. Now, without further ado, don't forget that we're streaming for charity. First of all, we're streaming for LGBTQIA plus people like me, so that we have a cool place on Twitch where we can talk about Cyberpunk and get hype. So don't forget to check out the charity link. I appreciate it. And if you can't donate anything, just watching the stream helps me get the word out about the charity. So thanks. Also, let's get down and dirty with this fucking gameplay. Hold on, let me pull up the gameplay window. Boom. Cyberpunk. Wallpapers. Alright, cool. Nudity. Hey, nudity. Hey, there's nudity in this one. Alright, hold on. Boom. Hold on, let's start this shit all the way over. There we go. Alright. Let's see what we got. What do we got in this trailer that we can pick apart and see, like, what is new and what's shit we already seen?
Welcome to
Alright, full screen this bitch.
Night City Wire. This is the show from us at CD Projekt Red, where we talk about all things Cyberpunk 2077.
Cyberpunk.
In today's episode, we're going to be diving into life paths and showing you a brand new gameplay video.
Oh, you can pick different lifestyles. Hold on, go back. Shut up.
Then we're going behind the scenes.
Shut up. Stop talking.
We're going to be deep diving.
Choose your character backstory. So we have 3 different pathways you can pick by default by the current build's standards. So we have Street Kid, Nomad, and Corpo. So this is pretty similar to a lot of the pen and paper cyberpunk or like sci-fi games that were coming out around the time that Cyberpunk 2020 came out. A lot of the games were like this in the sense that when you went to character creation, you'd have to pick like a life path or like a backstory for your character. And this way they're making it so that kind of representative of things like Shadowrun and the pen and paper game that preceded this, you can pick to be part of the corporate like enterprise. You can be a corpo. You can literally be a pencil pushing fucking corpo bitch. Well, technically in this story, you're going to end up being like probably a mercenary for hire that works for the corps, megacorps, but that makes you a bitch, so don't pick that one. You can be a street kid, which means that you're a fucking street racing drifting motherfucker that goes around doing cool ass car shit, which is probably the one you want to pick every time. Or you can be a nomad, which is probably just like a rural area backstory where you interact with different characters in each one. But those characters seem more down to earth and like laid back and chill, and they're kind of on the outskirts of the city, so they don't interact directly with a lot of the corporations. So they might have a different perspective than a lot of the people that we'll find in the corpo and the street kid backgrounds. But hopefully the street kid one is the one that we pick, and it's the best one, and then we'll play the other 2.
And showing you a brand new gameplay video, as well as having a chat to Philip from our quest team.
I can't wait.
Then we're going behind the scenes and taking
the music. They're going back behind the scenes to see how they did the music.
And then we're showing you another.
Whoa, guns. Oh, did you see that? They have fucking smart projectiles.
And then we're showing you
he has a smart aiming system. So this weapon fires a fucking smart projectile that auto seeks the target and recalibrates the trajectory by using small bursts of compressed air on either side of the projectile in order to redirect itself like a missile in mid-flight. These things are real. I've seen fucking
Another
concepts for
gameplay
this.
video.
Yeah, that shit fucking redirects itself and then hones in on his shit and
I'm
blasts his
having a chat
ass
with
from a
Howell,
distance.
our
That
senior
shit's
gameplay
crazy.
designer, about just
There's
some
ballistics
of
that
the
like that in
tools
real
of
life.
destruction that'll be at your disposal in
That's
Night
sick.
City.
Did you see the fucking
About
lightning
just
shotgun?
some-
Look at the shotgun. So he has a fucking double barrel shotgun sawed off. Or this is the female version of V. So she has a double barrel sawed off shotgun. And you open that shit with the actual lever action, like you're supposed to. And then when it opens up and she closes it, she fucking shoots a dude and it fires lightning, elemental damage. So it's kind of like Bioshock in the sense that you can do elemental damage with weapons if you modify them. And I bet there's a whole skill tree that lets you better craft modification enhancements for weapons that you'd have to spec into. And I bet being a street kid makes me good at both that and repairing vehicles and upgrading vehicles. So I'm probably picking street kid. Because I'm going to be a street samurai. Oh, nice. And in this, still they have like a holographic projected like face. So you distort your visage when you're doing gang shit.
So let's get started.
Dude,
Street Kid,
I can't wait.
Nomad, or Corpo? Which will you pick first?
Street kid. Corpos are bitches, and Nomad's like a different storyline that I'll do second. But Corpos are definitely bitches. Megacorps are for bitches. Choose your character backstory. Alright, yeah, this is what we're talking about earlier. Choose your character backstory.
Well,
Street kid, street kid.
we have here?
Hell yeah.
Grew up in Haywood. Whole street was my family.
Whole street was my family.
Neighbors helped each other out. Thought nothing of it.
Whole street was my family.
I'm pleased to see you have not forgotten.
Bro.
Born here, live here,
This shit's tight.
die here.
Born here?
Childhood
Live
memories.
here?
Hopping
Die here.
buildings. Running away from badges.
This shit is sick.
Iron tasted blood from a split lip.
Oh.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Everybody fighting
That
for his
motherfucker
license.
knocked me out.
Get the fuck out of
Get the fuck. Look at his face. Get the fuck out of this town. Look at his face, dude. As soon as these implants become available for public consumption, I'm getting these. Look at his fucking segmented
Get
face.
the fuck.
He has all type of cybernetic enhancement. Damn. That's
Gotta
sick.
Vista.
Keep
Get
getting
the
jumped.
fuck out
Find
of
some
this.
stronger tubers.
Get the fuck out of. It's find some stronger Choombas? Did he just say find stronger
Find some
Choombas?
stronger tubers.
Find some stronger Choombas. I love the ghetto cyber slang.
Scabs.
Find some better Choombas.
Overnight.
This shit looks so dope, dude. This is like Borderlands on steroids.
Ready to get your cherry bobbed?
But with an actual skill tree and actual talent progression and like real choices that you have to make that make a difference instead of just like a looter shooter.
Let's see.
Nomad. This is the second one that I was gonna pick. So they're picking it in the same order that I was gonna pick it. Street Kid first, Nomad second.
Racing my bobber for the first time through the hills.
Racing my bobber.
Oh, and
I like the slang.
first kiss in the middle of a synth cornfield.
In a synth cornfield?
We nomads choose who to make our family.
Racing my bobber.
A
Oh,
choice
nice.
forges
No
strong
signal.
bonds and a higher duty that stands solid as an old oak.
Jury rigging. So you can be three different
Families in
characters?
pieces.
Three different
That's
versions
why
of
I'm
V?
headed for Night City.
Huh. And then you go to Night City to change your life. This is like Transmetropolitan. This is very similar to the
Families
story
in
of
pieces.
Transmet, except
That's
you're not a
why I'm headed
journalist.
for Night City.
So you go from a rural area to the city in order to get a new life.
Outcasts. Miss this, you know? Camaraderie.
I know. I saw it in your heart the first time we met.
Oh, this is so cool. So every different
Well, I
backstory has
about
different
nomads.
characters that you
It
interact
takes
with.
hunger for freedom.
Hunger
Not
for
easy to come
freedom.
by in Night City.
Hell yeah.
Corpse got their grubby claws and everything.
Damn. This shit is tight. You see the revolver that dude
Have
had?
those reports you asked for.
They were supposed to be ready yesterday.
The world's going to tear us apart when the word gets around.
The world's never going to find out.
If I go down, you're
What?
going down with me. No, I'm not fucking
Oh,
joking.
if you play the corpse storyline, you do corporate espionage until you
No way
break
you're
down
falling,
the
right?
company.
You're the one who
Yeah.
fixes other people's shit.
If you work in Arasaka counter intel, you're always fucked.
Counter intel.
Today, they got you to
Whoa, he's a corp counterintelligence agent that's been hired by the corporation to do infiltration and espionage on other corporations so that they can dismantle those corporations as competitors from the inside. Dude, this is fucking sick. Look at this John Wick shit he does. He puts an earpiece in his ear, and then they give him, like, this HUD. Yeah. Today your target is Susan Abernathy of Arasaka. So they're trying to take down major headlining names in other corporations in order to get a leg up in the market. And you're fucking killing people for them. Like, what is that game called? Oh, it'll come to me. Ruiner. Fucking Ruiner, dude. This is sick. Boom. I need you to zero somebody.
Somebody else to zero.
Oh my god. Or I'll get somebody else to kill you.
Want to be top? Gotta have some skin in the game.
I need you to zero somebody. Damn.
Arasaka is. And you're the
Arasaka's on top.
Work for yourself, live for yourself. That's the only way.
And you probably, in the Corp storyline, you probably have a chance to get bought out by Arasaka Industries. And they just, like, buy you out as a mercenary, and then you turn on the other corporation you're working for, and you end up killing those motherfuckers. Dude, this game is sick. Every pathway that you pick is tight. Never mind what I said earlier.
About Cyberpunk.
Dude.
So I think for today we'll start with a question that everybody wants to know. How does the path you pick affect your time in Night City?
Every fucking path you pick is hype.
Throughout the whole game, but let's start at the beginning, because basically our game has 3 different starts depending on your life path.
Yeah.
As an example, if you choose
Street Kid.
the Street Kid life path,
Street Kid,
you
Street
have
Kid.
lived most of your time in Night City. You know the streets, you know the
You know the
gangs,
streets.
you know the slang,
You know the streets.
You kind of know what's going on.
You kind of know what's going
Lower
on.
life aspects of the city, which
You
can,
know
of
the
course,
streets.
give you lots
Look at
of
his glasses, dude.
opportunities also
Holy
later
shit,
on.
nice aviators.
But if you start
Nice
as a
90s
nomad,
fashion.
you actually used to be part of a nomad clan and a nomad family.
Nomad clan?
Because nomads that roam the deserts around Night City that we call the Badlands actually value their family.
Nobody
immensely.
lives there
But
because
for one
it's
reason
hard
or
to live
another,
there.
You actually left that family behind, and now the beginning of the game for you will actually be how to get
You
into
go to Night City.
and how to
Yeah.
make a new life there.
Right, because
Then
there's
you can
nothing on
also
the
choose to actually
outside.
be a
There's nothing in the
corporate,
Barrens.
corporate life path. And that basically means that you're not at home.
And if
in
you're
the streets
corporate,
of
you're
Night
all the
City
way
or in
inside the
deserts of
city.
the Badlands,
You're not
but
halfway
actually
in, you're not
inside the
halfway out,
border,
you're all the
because
way
you
in.
rose the corporate ladder of the Arasaka Corporation.
Oh, you're
which
in Arasaka
basically
Corp.
gives you the ability
So you're
to
killing
sometimes
somebody
read
for
between
somebody in
lines,
Arasaka
meet
Corp
people when they're
while
trying
you
to do
work for
business, which
Arasaka
of course
Corp.
can
That's
give
why
you
he was
many
throwing
nice
up.
opportunities later on.
Damn.
So this isn't just about the start of the game. Can you
So it's not
maybe
even
help people
espionage. It's
understand
literally
how
just
this
like
translates to
internal
gameplay?
politics.
Yeah. So the
That's
thing is,
awesome.
we make Cyberpunk
Internal
a
corporate
real
politics.
RPG, and part of that is that you can play your character from the start to the end.
However you
And
want.
Of course, you know, we
Yeah.
have these life paths affecting the beginning of the game,
But not the
we
in-between.
want to make it so
The in-between is whatever
have
you
your
want.
Life path opportunities throughout the whole game until
Right.
the game is over.
Right.
And as an example,
So
we
that
do
you
that by
have,
giving
while you're progressing through the story of the game, you have opportunities to interact with the life path that you decided to pick at the beginning of the game, and that gives you a different overarching narrative, but it's not the entirety of how your gameplay plays out, because you can do whatever you want in the submission time between main missions.
you additional options
It's
and
sick.
dialogues. So I can give you one specific example.
It's
And
just
this
like you
is
would run a
a
pen and
mission
paper
where you have
game
to
as a
steal
dungeon
Red
master.
Hat robots
It's literally
from
how you would run a pen and
Basically,
paper
those
version of
Maelstormers stole that
2077.
before from a corporate transport, and the owner of that corporate transport, Meredith Stout, wants you to do something else, and this is an optional objective. And even within that objective, we want to give you some options. So as an example, if you have a corporate life path, you basically know what Meredith Stout is really about. You can
Yeah,
read
you already
between
know
the
her.
lines, and
Right.
can get some
You understand the
additional
ins and
options
outs
that
of
maybe
business,
actually
so you
later
could kind of
enable
talk to her
you
in different
to do a
ways
completely different
that
thing
other
with
life
the
paths
Maelstrom
wouldn't let
gang.
you.
And if you're a nomad, you know exactly some more details about how these Maelstormers would have even been able to steal a robot like that from Meredith Stout. who's
That's
part of
so
a very
cool.
powerful
You have
detective group.
backstory that
As a street
inherently
kid, we,
changes
as an
your
example, don't
background
give you a
knowledge.
specific new
It's just like a
dialogue
pen and
option, that
paper game.
dialogue, 'cause as a
This
street
game
kid,
is
You
tight.
do not have a lot of experience dealing with higher up people like Meredith Stout.
Yeah, you don't have
But
any
we
corporate
wanna give you
experience
additional
as a
options
street
that
kid.
fit your life path
But
very
you can
well.
do street
So
kid
later when
shit
you
in order
actually talk
to
the Maelstrom gang,
beat
one
them.
member of the gang offers you some illegal substance, But as a street kid, you actually know what this is about. You can
Right.
shop with him.
Right.
That might actually
You
make
understand
the character
street
like you a
shit, so
little
when
bit.
he offers you illegal
So, Dylan,
substance,
I
you
do
can be
have a
like,
couple
oh, I know what
extra
you're doing. You're
questions for you
pushing.
based
Got
on the
it.
video we just saw. And
Dude,
the first
this shit is
about
tight.
Nomads. So the Nomad
Nomads.
life path, this starts in a place called the Badlands.
Nomads,
Is this somewhere
nomads.
you get to visit even if you don't pick Nomad to start with?
Yes, absolutely. So the thing is, Night City is surrounded by this huge landscape that we call the Badlands. And you can go there whenever you want. So as an example, if you actually do play the Nomad life path at the start.
Nice
you are in the
horse. Check out the horse on the back of the car, dude. Nice horse sticker. This fucking car is sick. Just look at how cinematic the game is and take in the scenery. Like, this is so far away from the city, the mega city that you're supposed to be chilling in, Night City. And to think that there's map outside of that sprawling labyrinth of just stone and concrete is insane. I want to know how big this map is.
Badlands. You can even see Night
Look at that shit, dude. You can see Night City from the Badlands when you play the Nomad playthrough. In your car. It's so big, you can see it like it's a fucking Himalayan mountain range. From your car, like hundreds of miles away from the city. It's huge.
City on the horizon.
How big is this
And
map?
We want to give you the option later in the game. If
Holy
you want,
fuck,
you can take
dude.
your car and drive out of the city. You can go there
If
whenever
you're
you
so
want.
far away from the
Thing
city
is,
that you can't
might
see the
not
city,
want
you're
to,
far.
Because the Badlands can be a pretty dangerous place at first. Because time has
Oh,
not
the
been very
Badlands is
kind.
high level content. So when you play this game, if you're going into the Badlands at low level, you'll get fucked over by some high level shit. You're not supposed to be out there. It's probably like mutated whatever as a result of the corporations that didn't pay attention to any of the laws or regulations in terms of like economic gain. They got so greedy that they didn't care about the environmental effect, and now there's crazy shit in the Badlands that you don't want to fuck with. So you probably don't want to go there unless you're super high level.
There have been many wars in the past. There's global
wars in the
warming,
past.
So
Global warming, see, that's what I was talking about. So the corporations didn't give a fuck about environmental regulation. They didn't end up doing anything about global warming. Everything in the Barrens is fucking terrible, and you don't want to deal with the radiation.
people that do live out there don't really have another choice about it, or are
Because they're
nomads
poor.
that love this life and are all about it and are very battle hardened.
Yeah.
We of course also
Or
want to
they're
tell their
natural
stories, because
nomads.
we wanna
Usually
tell
nomads are
many,
naturals.
Many different stories throughout
Naturals in the
genre,
Cyberpunk universe
which means
is
that
like,
you will also
yeah,
find missions
why would
that
you
lead
pick to be
out
a
in the
natural?
Badlands, or where
You could get
feel
cybernetic
the people
enhancements and you
living
can
there.
make your fucking eyes
So,
pop
can
out of
you
your
tell us
head
a little bit more about
and
the
look at
character
yourself,
Padre?
and you're telling me
He's
that
the
you don't
guy
want
we
the
see
opportunity
giving
to be a
business
robot?
cards
What
to
are you
Street
doing?
Kid V in the video.
Be a street
Who is
kid.
this man?
Yeah, so
Who's
Padre
this
is
guy?
actually one of the
It's a
fixers in Night
mafioso.
City. And fixers are people that work
Fixer.
as intermediaries.
Intermediary.
So if someone who has a lot of money.
Oh, he's an
problem
information
solved,
broker.
They go to a
So in Shadowrun, these guys are called information brokers. In Cyberpunk 2020, these things are called fixers. They're people who work as middlemen with, they're basically tapped into the city. They're plugged in like a socket, and they know everything about the underground shit that's going on, and they'll give you information for a certain price. It's basically what
And
you're
a
saying.
fixer then finds people who can solve that problem. And
Right.
these people are people like you.
Shadowrunners.
Cyberpunks. Fixers are
Not
very
Cyberpunks.
territorial.
So Cyberpunk is such an aside to the game that I'm talking about, Shadowrun, that in Shadowrun it's called a Shadowrunner. These are guys who go out and they do things that either fuck with corporations or they get the attention of powerful political leaders, or like they end up assassinating people who are of high status and stature. There are people who live underground and they live by their own code of ethics that kind of supersedes the law in a lot of ways in these games. It's about disestablishmentarianism and making yourself a unique and viable asset for these really powerful corporation leaders that otherwise would never talk to you if you weren't so radical and so willing to do things that put yourself in danger in order to get what you want. That's the point of Cyberpunk. It's about being a fucking rebel and doing arson for equality. It's fucking awesome. And if you play it right, these types of games can be extremely mentally stimulating and facilitate a lot of change in the psyche of the player. It's really cool. I love Cyberpunk, dude. I can't wait for this fucking game to come out.
So
All right.
Padre specifically works from Haywood, which is where you as a street kid grew up in, so you already know him. You might have already seen another one of our fixers who is called Dexter Deschamps.
That's Dexter. Yeah. So Dexter's another fixer. So that guy is, his front is he's like a mobster, but really he's a fixer and he doesn't really get his hands dirty too often.
He works in a different part of the city.
He's just a different part of the street
Padre,
life.
You might know him
If
as
you pick Street Kid, he's
but
probably the
even if you
dude.
played other life paths,
Oh, Padre's
you
the
might
Street Kid
sooner or
dude.
later meet him because he's operating in Haywood.
Nomad
which is a
might be
big
the other
place
guy.
with many good jobs. So if you want to make some cash there, you will sooner or later deal with Padre.
Philip,
Okay.
thank you
So
much
even if
for
you don't
joining
pick
us.
the life
Now,
path
my-
that you get assigned with the fixer that you're supposed to talk to first, you can go to the other fixers later if you don't like the fixer that you get stuck with.
First playthrough,
That's cool.
pretty sure I'm going to be picking Nomad. But for those watching, we would
Nomad?
love to know what you'll be picking. So have a
Nomad,
think
huh?
and
You're a Nomad main? That
don't
sucks.
forget
Nomad's
that
trash.
later
Everybody
in
knows
this
that Nomad is
episode,
the
we're
second
going
thing
to
you
be
pick.
showing you another new gameplay video and
Nomad's
having a
trash. Did
chat
that guy have a
about
fucking
things
katana?
that we-
Thermal katana. This dude has a thermal bladed katana. So that shit is superheated steel. So when he cuts somebody else's melee weapon, that shit gets cut in half. This shit is tight. It's like having a fucking lightsaber.
Going to be showing you
Boom.
another new gameplay video.
Cut this
and
motherfucker in
having a
half.
chat to
Even if he's
Pavel,
made of
our
metal, I
gameplay
can chop his shit to
designer,
bits.
about just some
Oh,
tools.
Carnage. What is that? Pump action 4-gauge buckshot shotgun. Nice. I like the fucking
At your disposal
skins you
in
can
Night
get
City.
for the guns.
But before that,
Whoa,
let's
nice
talk about
Keanu
music,
Reeves.
Because music plays a
Nice
huge
Keanu
part
Reeves.
in bringing Night City to life.
I can't
Now,
wait
in
for
future
Keanu Reeves.
episodes, we're going to talk about
In
things
this game
radio
and in
stations
Constantine
and even the
too. This shit's gonna be
original
tight.
score. But today, we're going to
Keanu Reeves is the man.
behind the scenes at how refused to bringing Johnny Silverhand's band
Johnny
Samurai
Silverhands.
to life.
Hell yeah. Keanu Reeves. Check this shit out.
I wouldn't write
Dude,
these
we haven't even
lyrics.
begun getting hype yet. We haven't even started getting hype yet. We just got to the hype part.
So it's kind of interesting to get into like the mindset of who is this character and what would they write about, or what's their agenda.
What's their agenda? Dude,
It's
this shit is so
interesting
dope.
to try to like catch a language that's his and try to catch a language that's like a part of
Nice.
this game.
He looks just like him. Johnny Silverhand looked just like Keanu. They did a great job with his character model. Refused presents dude becoming samurai.
There's a reason why
This is sick. This is like a fucking autobiography. What is going on? Are they doing a behind the music? This is tight. Is this MTV?
Oh, that's a perfect voice for Johnny.
This is tight. So they got a different guy that wasn't Keanu to do the singing for Johnny Silverhand, I think.
Contemporary from when Johnny's supposed to have had the band, because he's so
Yeah. They got a different vocalist to do the singing parts. Corpo Rat?
So of course there are things that.
So this guy picked Corpo and now he's going to do the rocker lifestyle.
That's fighting against, like,
Oh, it's Silverhand. So Johnny Silverhand was a Corpo.
part of my life and a part of Refuse life.
We came out of the punk rock
Are you
scene.
fucking playing as Johnny Silverhand during this portion of the game? Do you get to fucking play as Keanu Reeves with a guitar and fucking Percocet and just point a gun at the audience? What the fuck is going on in this game? This shit is tight. I get to do what? Why is he left-handed? That's sick. He's left-handed.
So I think it makes sense. I think it totally makes
Your
sense.
character's hand preference actually determines what hand they hold the gun with in this game. That's cool. He's left-handed. Usually that's a flip option that you can get, like in Counter-Strike or something.
Yeah, but like wide vibrato.
Hell yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Behind the music.
We don't have a different mode than just going all in.
Go all in, dude. Nice Death shirt. I love Death. Great band.
And they're not actually
Nice Death shirt.
our songs.
It's interesting as
Death
a
is sick.
musician to play another musician, because that's essentially what we're doing. I mean, we're not here as
Samurai.
We're samurai, and I'm here.
Samurai.
You know, so it's like the
Dude,
voice
I'm
of
playing a
singing
street
this
kid,
now.
street samurai when I play this game. Oh my god. Just listening to somebody record, it doesn't matter what you're recording. Having footage of somebody recording vocals without the fucking backing track under it when you're editing video always looks bad. it always makes the person who's the object of the footage look terrible because they're yelling in a room with no sound on under them. So it just makes them look crazy. When you're doing shit like this, you always want to put the track under them.
It's like the voice we're representing here is someone else.
But he's obviously echoing super loud in the room, so they didn't use the audio from what he recorded. They used the audio from the camera that they're filming with. So it sounds like out of place. They should just cut his audio completely out of this footage and then put the song under it and sync it with his lips, because it just looks, it makes him look bad.
Mind fuck.
You're getting mind fucked. Alright. Parasite Studios. Parasite Studios, this shit is sick. Nice AKG headphones. I love it. This guy's fucking asleep. He's so fucking bored. Resident Sleepers in the chat. This guy's so fucking bored, he doesn't care. He hates this fucking song. This dude is pissed. Holy shit. He's like, oh, this is your new song? This shit fucking sucks. You love this shit, don't you? Huh. Alright, whatever.
I mean, the shouting in itself is just like second nature to me, because I've been doing this.
He's doing a great job, and this other guy's just completely disinterested. Doesn't give a fuck.
Except for Azalin.
See? He doesn't give a single absolute fuck about this guy's performance. Period. He's so bored.
Again, it's Azza. Azza. Okay.
I think we had it
Shouting's
earlier.
great, but think of that accent, or think of that like enunciation. It's a bit weird because it's a very different.
He's vocal training this guy while he's recording the song for the game. So he's learning a lot from this recording session from this guy. So that's cool. It's just that this guy seems completely disinterested.
Kind of frustrating.
It wasn't.
See, he's pissed. It wasn't horrible. When somebody in a studio session tells you it wasn't horrible, oh, come on, dude. Don't be so mean.
It wasn't great.
But I mean,
it wasn't great.
I mean, we have to make
fucking suck.
This character that's a character.
This guy's talking mad shit about this guy's vocal skills.
Singing it. So it makes sense, but yeah, it's a bit different to have someone telling you exactly how to enunciate things, because I'm not used to. Usually people just like give me a thumbs up, and then like you think the things like the rhythm, and you think about the pitch, and you think about all these things, but then someone comes in and like that word sounded weird. I'm like, what? No, that's how I sing. But so it's been a very
you have to enunciate better.
Painful.
This guy doesn't enunciate as well as he should, but he's learning really quickly. He's a quick learner. Okay, that sounds way better than the other thing. Hold on, go back. That sounds like an actual American punk rock metal band that I used to listen to in like fucking Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. Hold on.
It's alright.
This sounds good. Okay, that sounds like Silverhand. I can believe that. Now they're doing the thing that I was talking about earlier. They're lip syncing the footage to whatever it is and then cutting his fucking audio out so it doesn't look so stupid. This is way better than earlier. About halfway through this part, they do it. This sounds like shit, and then they fade over, and it sounds way better, and it looks cooler. See how it looks way better and looks cooler? They should just do that from the beginning. They shouldn't have any of that in-studio audio, because that made it look terrible.
Thing to be part of. As a person that's not a gamer, I don't think I fully understand the impact that this might have. If people like these songs,
I'm a gamer.
And if people are excited,
they're gonna love the songs.
I mean,
I'm a gamer. I understand the impact, dude. Cyberpunk's gonna be huge.
Right.
Anybody who is sleeping on Cyberpunk 2077 doesn't underand what they're missing, doesn't understand what they're talking about. If anybody tells you that Cyberpunk's gonna be whack, just tell them to shut the fuck up. It's not true. This shit's gonna be so sick. This is gonna be one of the best games, not only to stream on Twitch, but one of the best games to play on November 19th. Don't you fucking forget it.
Streaming services.
Hell yeah.
Chipping in, Never Fade Away, and the ballad
Chipping in, I'm chipping in. Man, we're only halfway through this fucking video. We're doing great so far. Hey, don't forget that we're doing this for charity. So we're doing this so that LGBTQIA plus people like me have a place where they can be represented on Twitch and feel like they can get hype about Cyberpunk 2077 gameplay that's fucking sick. So don't be a choomba. Get some better fucking choombas. And check out the charity link if you want to help and pitch in order to support financially some, people who could really use the help. It would be much appreciated. And if you can't, that's cool too. Just watching the stream helps me out a lot, so thanks. Let's keep diving into this fucking gameplay, dude. This shit is tight.
New song called A Like Supreme, which is coming to streaming services today.
A Like Supreme?
That means you can check it out once the show is over.
A Like Supreme?
Don't forget that if you're tuning
Nice
in
haircut.
late, or if you just want to watch anything again, we will be uploading everything to our channel soon. Next up,
Oh yeah?
Pablo
That's
and
where
I
I'm
are going
watching
to
it.
introduce
I
you
didn't
to
watch
some
this shit live because I knew I
creative
wouldn't be
ways
hype
that you
enough.
can solve problems
I'm hype
in
enough
Night
now.
City.
Oh, I'm hype enough now. Creative ways you can solve problems in Night City. Watch this shit. Oh, look at all those skills. Look at all those skills, dude. Those are all skill panels. Those are all JPEGs that they're using for shit you can buy in the game. Hate your meat? Wait, do you hate your meat? Wow, they're just being obvious with the cybernetic enhancement thing. So check this out. There's posters everywhere for cybernetic enhancement that are very blatant. Like, do you hate having a meat body? Do you want to just have a robot body? Meat bodies are fucking trash. You should just invest in getting one that doesn't suck so bad. This shit is tight. Look at all the advertisements.
I have a job for you.
Hey V, I have a job for you.
Is making an arms deal.
Wakako Okada.
Protection. It could get hot.
Very hot.
The gun dealers are
Super hot. Super hot. Super hot. Nice katanas, dude.
You better gear up for this.
V, nice samurai jacket. His favorite band is Samurai. Me too. His favorite band is Samurai. Me too. I'm getting that jacket in game. I wonder if you can get samurai jackets in real life. I would pay premium for a samurai jacket, dude. This game looks so cool. This game looks so good. Dude, look at the physics. Look at the ragdoll physics on the dead body. He fucking jumps backwards from the shotgun blast and falls into the tires comedically. This game is amazing. Power weapons. Look at all the guns. This is that Carnage shotgun. Look at that blowback. Holy fuck. Dude, look at all the weapons. And listen to this fucking song. What? Look at the seeker bullets. I told you they're fucking auto-correcting projectiles that fucking lock onto their targets mid-flight and track them in the face. I told you that shit is tight. Dude, look at that shit around corners. That's so sick. You can put it on a sniper rifle. Thermal katanas. Nanofilament heated blade, the purest essence of a katana. No add-ons, no modifications, only ripping hot steel. Look at this shit. Arasaka brand. Fucking thermal katanas. Eat shit, motherfucker. How you like getting chopped to shit? Stab this motherfucker. That's what I'm using. I'm a street samurai, dude. Mantis blades. This was also one of the things you could get in the 2020 game, in the pen and paper version. You can get mantis blades in that game too. Gorilla arms? I don't remember that. Gorilla arms? You can pick up anything and you can fucking use it as a weapon. Projectile missile arms? Iron Man?
Are you willing?
Oh, I'm willing.
Yeah,
I'm in. Oh my god, you can get Iron Man fucking missile arms? Dude, this shit is sick.
Pavel, thank you so much for joining me. Now, there was an awful lot in that video, right? Because it's
That
more
was
than
tight.
just guns.
Absolutely.
Dude, gorilla arms?
Weapons, we have range weapons, we have cyberware, we have...
We have
defensive
everything.
cyberware, defensive
We have
cyberware,
everything you
armor.
ever
We can
wanted
talk
in a
for
video game.
hours and hours
This
about
shit
this
is
stuff.
so tight.
I think just for today's episode,
I
we should
can't
keep
wait.
it simple and let's just
I
talk
can't
about
wait,
guns.
bro.
Can you tell us
Let's just talk
the
about
different
guns.
types of guns?
Please, let's just talk about
So we have
guns.
3 distinct types of guns in our game. We have power
Guns.
weapons, we have tech weapons, and we have smart weapons.
All right,
Power
tell me all
weapons are
about
the
them.
most similar to contemporary weapons. One thing they can
Dude.
do, which normal weapons
So cool.
cannot, is ricochet bullets off of surfaces.
Oh,
you
so
can-
ballistic weapons are better because you can ricochet bullets around corners. Or you can use the smart ballistic technology in order to heat seek on motherfuckers.
hit somebody hiding behind.
Look at that. See, it gives you a fucking trajectory of where the ricochet is going to end up so you can use it to your advantage.
Cannot is
That's
ricochet
so
bullets
cool.
off of surfaces. So you can
It
hit
gives you the
somebody hiding
trajectory,
behind
and then you
cover
blast
or
that
hiding behind a
motherfucker.
wall.
Dude.
Now, tech weapons, on the other hand, use
Good.
electromagnetic power to propel a fully metal projectile to extreme velocity.
Metal
What that allows
projectiles.
them
So these
to
are
do
railguns.
is to punch
This is a
through
Gauss
cover or
rifle.
punch through
That's a
walls
railgun.
to hit somebody who's not
That's a
even
rail
aware
shotgun.
that you're there. Smart
That's
weapons
insane.
use
If you use that on somebody in real life, just the
actually
force
track
from the
targets
projectile
in
going
real time.
past them would be
So you can
enough to
hit
rip their
somebody
limbs
who's
off.
dodging, running
This
away
is
from you,
insane.
or you can hit somebody who's hiding behind cover.
Look at that
So
shit.
Pavel,
Dude,
Cyberpunk doesn't
this
just
game is
contain
gonna be
FPS
so
elements, like,
sick.
It's also a fully fledged RPG.
I can't believe
So
anybody
tell
would
us
ever talk
how
shit about
you
this
guys
game.
approached introducing
You gotta be
those
fucking
RPG
kidding me.
elements into gunplay.
You
So I
you
can
don't
tell
know
you
what
one
you're
thing,
talking
Colby.
about.
It
You don't know
was
shit about the
easy
pen and
to
paper
merge
game.
those
You didn't
two
read the Tao Te
elements
Ching.
together.
You didn't read
Now,
Sun Tzu's Art of
we've
War.
spent
You
a
don't know.
considerable amount
You
of
don't know shit.
time merging the
Game's sick.
RPG and FPP side of our game. What the player will experience is that
Oh, the P90?
changes from a small-time mercenary to
To a big-time
legend in the
fucking
world of
murderer,
Night City.
yeah.
V becomes more
That's
and
how
more
Shadow
proficient
runners
using
work.
weapons as the game progresses.
Shadowrunners
So they
start
will see
off
that
pretty low
reload
power,
times
but if
become
you
shorter,
stay alive long enough
the
to
accuracy of your weapons
surpass your
grows,
peers, you end up making
will
enough
have
money
faster
to just
aiming
make
time,
yourself
you will move
extremely
faster with your
overpowered.
weapons.
You go from the
Everything
bottom
becomes
cast
more
of
in your
society to
control,
the
and that
top
gives
cast
you
of society
more
really
opportunities
fast.
to defeat the biggest encounters that we've designed for you.
Yeah.
So I have prepared
To the point
a
that
few
nothing can
extra
stop you.
questions for you, Pavel, if
Because
you're
you're just a
Of course.
single person,
well, the first is gonna be,
like
how do you
walking
find
war
the
crime at some
weapons in
point.
Night City? Like,
When you
where
have
will
mantis
players be
arms
looking
and you can move at speeds
So
that
I
match
expect the
like
players to look
one of
everywhere
them,
for new and exciting
like
weapons.
mutant level
You can,
of
course,
speed and
buy weapons
agility
at vendor
and
shops,
murder power,
and they will house an
you're basically
entire
just like
catalog of weaponry
a
that you
natural
can get.
disaster that
However,
comes
the
through
best weapons
towns
that you
and
can
destroys
find
shit.
will be taken from enemies or loot caches
Look at
that
this
we have
shit.
everywhere in Night City. The weapons rarities range from common through uncommon up to rare and then legendary.
Okay,
And
so
as
they have
go
like
in
a
rarity,
scaling
they
system
actually climb
of
in
rarity.
power. However, legendary weapons are very specific in such a way that they possess
You have to find them in one way
unique
or another.
abilities that you will find on
Legendary
no other
weapons, you
in
have
the
to
game.
find
The
them
players will
specifically
actually
in different areas of
to
the
make some
world.
tough choices to find
Yeah,
some
you have to
legendary weapons,
get a
because
legendary weapon by
maybe
doing
they
something
need to
hard.
choose whether to
Because they're
kill a
too
person
overpowered.
who holds the legendary weapons that they want,
Right.
or to spare them because they like them as a character.
And just take the
So
gun.
next question, let's talk about
So you can
weapon
spare the people who
modifications.
have the legendary
What
weapons you
mods
want.
can people give to their weapons in Night City?
So we have two types of modifications in the game. One of them would be modifications that we call attachments. So these would be scopes and silencers, and you can
Okay,
see
so
them
normal attachments
actually
don't
being attached to your
increase
weapon
the
as you're
level
playing
or
the game.
rarity
They
of
give
the
you
weapon.
Statistics advantage,
The weapon
and they
stays the
give you
same
more
rarity as long as you're
opportunities in
attaching
gameplay.
shit to it.
The
But when you
other
start getting new
part of
base
mods
weapons,
would be
that's when it goes
software
up and down in
mods.
rarity.
Now these are basically small chips that you install in your weapon, and they actually change the statistics of the gun.
Whoa.
They can give you damage, they can give you accuracy. or
There's
they can
upgrade
give you
chips
more
for
fire
weapons.
rate. Some of those mods actually change the gunplay on a more fundamental level. So they
Whoa,
give
you can change the
non-lethal
mechanics
rounds,
with different
biochemical
chips.
rounds to tear through that armor even faster.
Biomechanical
So I
rounds.
suppose for my final question,
Like anti-tank
why don't you
rounds,
tell us
except
about your
for
favorite weapon?
biomech.
Which is your favorite weapon so far in Night City?
Dude, biomech technology is going to go
so many
so
weapons
far,
that it's hard to
so
choose just
fast.
one.
In
But I can
reality,
mention some manufacturers
biotech
with their
is going to
weapons
go
that I
through the
absolutely
roof.
adore. The first manufacturer would be
I can't wait,
Tsunami
dude.
Defense Systems, who produces the sniper rifle Nekomata. That's a tech
We're not too far
rifle
from this
that means that
future.
it can
We're not
pierce
too
through
far from
walls.
this reality
So it
at
can
all.
actually
A lot of this
hit
technology is
somebody
shit that's already in
hiding behind cover,
prototypical
or who doesn't
form,
even
or
know
like
you're there.
something that
Of
we've already
course, I also
theorized
like
like
a close
hundreds of years
quarters
ago.
approach.
None of
And
this is so
what
far in the
that
future that
needs
it's impossible.
Is a shotgun.
one of the shotguns that we have in the game.
That's the coolest thing about Cyberpunk and Shadowrun is that it's always been within arm's reach. From its advent back in the 90s to now, there hasn't been that much technological change. But we're reaching a singularity faster and faster every day.
That thing has 8 barrels, and that means it can
This motherfucker has 8 barrels.
Now,
this shit can shoot 8 people at once?
Was never simpler.
Pavel, thank you.
That gun can shoot 8 motherfuckers at once.
It's a smart shotgun.
Smart shotgun.
That thing has 8 barrels.
That thing has 8 barrels.
8 targets independently.
It can shoot 8 targets independently.
Was never simpler.
That shit is
Pavel,
fucking insane.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
I'm actually
That shit is
pretty
crazy.
interested to see what kind of weapons people
You can do
discover
what?
when
You
they,
can shoot
play
8
Cyberpunk
at
for
once?
themselves.
You can walk into a room with 8 dudes and be like, hey, check this out. Boom.
Reminder that those who wish to dive
Eat a
deeper
dick.
into the lore can now pick up The World of Cyberpunk 2077.
No
This is
way.
a brand new book created in collaboration with
No way. I want that book.
an extensive look at what makes Night City.
Look at the double fucking D's on that car. Look at the double fucking D's on that car, dude. That car has 3 tires on one side. That car has big ass rims on fucking one wheel twice. That shit is sick as fuck. I love the future.
Tick before jumping into the game.
Look at the double D's on that fucking
That
car,
is
dude.
it for today's episode. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget that if you
Holy
missed anything,
shit.
or if you just want to watch again, we will be uploading everything to our channels shortly. Thank
What
you
a great
so much for tuning in,
preview.
and we'll be back with Night City Wire Episode 3 soon.
What a great preview. Dude, can't wait. Can't wait. This shit look tight. Shit look tight. Alright, what are we playing? Now that we're done being super fucking hype about Cyberpunk 2077, because that game looks amazing, what are we gonna do now?